Highgate Cemetery, a name whispered in hushed tones, a place where shadows dance and ancient trees stand guard. It is a place of beauty, yes, but also of unsettling mystery. Behind its rusted gates and overgrown pathways lies a story that has chilled Londoners for generations, the legend of the Highgate Vampire. The Victorian era, with its fascination for the macabre and the unknown, provided fertile ground for such tales. Death was a constant companion, and spiritualism was at its peak. It's no surprise that a place like Highgate Cemetery, with its crumbling mausoleums and eerie statues, would become a hotbed for ghostly tales. But the Highgate Vampire was different. This wasn't just a story whispered around a fireplace, this was a legend that spilled out of the cemetery gates and into the streets of London, gripping the city in a cold embrace of fear. The 1960s saw a resurgence of interest in the occult. People were searching for something beyond the everyday, something mystical and unexplainable. It was against this backdrop that the legend of the Highgate Vampire took on a terrifying life of its own. Reports began to surface of strange occurrences within the cemetery walls. People spoke of a tall, dark figure with piercing red eyes. Animals were found drained of blood, their lifeless bodies left near the cemetery gates. Newspapers ran sensationalized headlines, fueling the public's imagination. The police were called in to investigate, but no culprit was ever found. The mystery deepened. Was it a hoax, a figment of overactive imaginations, or was there something more sinister at play? The lines between reality and folklore blurred, and London held its breath, caught in the grip of a chilling mystery. To understand the power of the Highgate Vampire legend, one must step inside the cemetery itself. The air is thick with the scent of damp earth and decaying leaves. Twisted branches reach out like skeletal fingers, clawing at the sky. The tombs, some grand and imposing, others crumbling and forgotten, stand as silent witnesses to centuries past. It's easy to see how this atmospheric place could fuel the imagination. As twilight descends and shadows lengthen, the boundary between the living and the dead seems to dissolve. The rustling of leaves becomes a whisper, the hooting of an owl, a blood-curdling scream. Every corner holds a potential for the unseen, a lurking darkness that sends shivers down the spine. The origins of the Highgate Vampire can be traced back to ancient folklore. Tales of vampires, those undead creatures who prey on the living, are deeply ingrained in human history. These stories, often born out of fear of the unknown and the mysteries of death, have been told and retold for centuries, each culture adding its own unique twist. In the case of Highgate, the legend likely took root in the 18th and 19th centuries when the cemetery was first established. Stories of body snatchers, those who stole corpses for medical experiments, were rife. These tales, combined with the eerie atmosphere of the cemetery, provided the perfect breeding ground for the vampire myth to take hold. Was there any truth to the legend of the Highgate Vampire? Skeptics point to natural explanations for the strange occurrences. Foxes, known to inhabit the cemetery, could have been responsible for the animal deaths. The sightings of the vampire could have been misinterpretations of shadows or simply the products of overactive imaginations fueled by fear. Yet, even today, there are those who believe. They point to the numerous accounts of paranormal activity within the cemetery walls. They speak of cold spots, disembodied voices, and a feeling of being watched. While these experiences are difficult to prove or disprove, they add another layer to the mystery, a chilling reminder that some things may be beyond our understanding. Urban legends like the Highgate Vampire endure because they tap into our deepest fears and fascinations. They offer a glimpse into the darkness that lurks at the edge of our awareness, a reminder that the world is full of mysteries yet to be solved. Whether we believe in them or not, these stories continue to captivate, to send shivers down our spines, and to remind us that the line between reality and imagination can be blurry indeed. And so the legend of the Highgate Vampire lives on, a chilling reminder of the enduring power of the unknown.